for those of you who don't know what a smoothie diet even is, it's replacing 2 of the meals, so breakfast or lunch or dinner and breakfast, whichever ones you choose to do, with a smoothie. Good morning and welcome back to my channel. Today I am starting my day 1 of a 3-day smoothie diet. I hate using the term diet because I'm not gonna starve myself. I am just trying to add more fruits and vegetables into my diet, but B, kind of kickstart that weight loss moment that I've been attempting to do. There are some smoothie recipes out there. There's a vague thing to follow by, adding 1 cup of liquid, adding 1 cup of greens. They usually recommend doing a dark green smoothie. I'm probably going to be a little bit more lenient on that, mainly because I don't want to have grass every day. If I'm going to do a 3-day whatever, I want to enjoy it even a little bit. So I'm going to kind of adapt it a little bit. And then the third meal of the day, which is an actual food meal, you basically just eat a protein and or vegetables. Not and or, vegetables. You eat a protein and vegetables. And that can be chicken, it can be steak. It doesn't really specify what kind of protein. I'm gonna go for chicken this evening and just a bunch of vegetables on the side and see how I fare. Now, obviously that doesn't sound like a lot of food, 2 smoothies and meat and veg at all, but the other caveat on that is you can snack throughout the day. Just make sure they're whole foods, maybe some nuts. So I'm gonna try to stick with maybe, some carrots and hummus, or just things that make me feel good. I have no expectations. It is currently 8 o'clock in the morning. I would normally, I can see it over there. I normally would go for my coffee. I could cry not thinking about not having my coffee, but if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it right. And a lot of the online forums and information state, try to nix coffee while you're doing this little detox diet moment. I don't condone these kind of diets. I think that they're silly. I don't think they're sustainable. The reason I'm doing it is I want to kind of kick myself into that exercise, health, whatever you want to call it, moment. But also I want to have some smoothies. And while I don't necessarily agree with replacing an entire meal with smoothies, it's 3 days. So I'm going to give it a go and I'm going to do the dirty work. I'm going to see if you can lose any weight on this diet. So this smoothie diet, they're replacing 2 meals a day with 2 smoothies and then having a protein and vegetable for, say, your dinner. It says you can lose up to about 12 pounds. Some people reported 15 pounds. Do I think that's healthy? No, I don't. But I do think within reason, this could be a really good way to kind of get that metabolism started. And like I said, I'm not going to starve myself. I'm going to eat my smoothie and then see how I feel. And if I need a mid-morning snacky, having a mid-morning snacky. So that's the plan. And I'm going to bring you over to my little smoothie corner that I developed. And we're going to see what I have. If you are somebody that needs coffee, like myself, this whole plan, or people online or whatever you want to call it, says that green tea is a natural caffeinated warm beverage for the morning. If you watch my intermittent fasting video, you'll know that I do a dirty fast in the morning where I have my coffee and I have that 50-calorie cream. Do I think it's going to kill you? No. But where this thing is just 3 days going on, I'm willing to give up my coffee for 3 days to see if the benefits outweigh my morning ritual of a cup of bean nectar. Bean nectar. So, anyways, without further ado, to the smoothie counter. I have my little blender. I have some bits and pieces that I purchased, which again, I don't really condone because things are really expensive nowadays. And if it's not in your normal grocery order, it's hard to do these type of videos or these type of things because the people that are watching are like, I would never spend $10 on a natural peanut butter. But I have some caveats on that. So I did buy this. This is an almond butter. I just got it from Walmart here in Canada, Nature's Nuts. I just thought it would be better because it would be low in sugar, which it is. They didn't have natural peanut butter at the store. Otherwise, I just would have used natural. I could see the little sign, and it was like a $4 different, like $4 for the natural peanut butter or like $10 for this. I would have normally went with the natural peanut butter. I couldn't find it. So there are some things that you can, adapt. It also said a cup of liquid. I did pick up almond milk, again with the French side, almond milk, but that's because it was on sale for like $2.47. Otherwise, I would have just used water. It also says you can use fresh fruit or frozen fruit. I do have some fresh fruit, but I'm gonna go for the frozen stuff because it's a little bit less expensive.
It's no secret that the price of fruits and vegetables have skyrocketed in the last couple of years. And that's why for this specific challenge, I'm going to try to stick with frozen, not because of anything against fresh fruit, it's just really expensive. And when you're making several smoothies a day, gosh, it could add up quick.
Another thing it's gonna call for your natural sweetener is honey, or it's a smoothie. So whatever you wanna put in it. I'm just gonna go get my fruit and we'll be right back. Okay, I'm really not sure of this. Like the more I think about it and like skipping my breakfast, have a smoothie. I know people do it all the time. Like I'm aware that that's like a thing, but it's just not a thing for me. I would never normally do smoothies. As it is, I don't even know how to get the lid off of this. You wanna know something funny? I have you propped up on cupcakes that I made last week. So, diet's going well. So that was the almond milk. Now I'm gonna go for this pre-washed baby spinach. This is about a cup, but I'm not gonna get like a thing out. See how smoothies like take up all the food? Like it's funny because it is so expensive to do this kind of stuff. So that's why it's like, if you don't enjoy it, why would you do it? I don't know, it blows my mind. So anyways, I got that in there. Now I'm using frozen bananas. So I just bought these a little while ago and cut them up and froze them. It's about a half a banana. So I'm just gonna throw them in a half. So for my frozen fruit, also I have banana in here like I said, but I'm also gonna do a sliced strawberry and banana medley. And that's because I'm trying my best to get rid of this stuff. Otherwise it just sits in the freezer. So it says 1 serving of healthy fats. So peanut butter or whatever your nut butter is of choice. So we're gonna stir that up. This is so not my vibe. Like I would never normally buy. I'm not knocking natural peanut butters or natural nut butters, but this is just the side of health that I don't know if I can get on board with. Not only do I have to spend all this money for butter, I have to stir it myself. Messy for a morning. Okay, well, wasn't that just super fun? So here it all is. Here, I have to add my sweet little honey. I don't even know what it says for honey. It just says a natural sweetener. So in all of the recipes that I'm looking at online, it has for about like 1 teaspoon. So I'm going to drizzle the honey in. And now we're gonna blend, and I'm gonna add some music in because I'm gonna spare you the sound, the awful, awful sound of smoothie blending. And I gotta check the time because I have a hard time blending smoothies at like 8 o'clock in the morning. It's actually 8:30 right now, but that sounds so mean for all the neighbors. Okay, we have a green smoothie. Breakfast is served. Nothing like chopped spinach to start your engine. Greeny. All right. I am so skeptical of this. Okay. Now I have to clean a blender. Day 1 of my smoothie concoction done. So this made, what did it make? 500 somethings. What is that? 500 Like 2 cups, maybe 500 mil. I don't know. Is she thick? Okay. You can really taste the nut butter in that. You can really taste the nut butter, which is nice. I think it's a little sweet for my liking. So I don't know if I need to like lay off the honey a little bit, or maybe no honey at all, and just let the sweetness of the banana kind of take over. Does it feel like I'm drinking grass? I mean, yes, in short. We'll see if we can do better at lunchtime, but for now, I'm gonna go enjoy this. I'm gonna watch the new episode of Sister Wives on TLC. Does anybody else watch that? Because it's one of my guilty pleasures. I've been watching it for years. Not a polygamist myself, but I enjoy the drama. That's the only reality TV that I watch, and I enjoy the drama. I live for it, as a matter of fact. Anyways, cheers! Okay, so I had my second smoothie today around 2:30. I didn't film it. There's the evidence. And the reason I didn't film it was because I did the exact same thing as I did in the morning. I even transferred it to a glass the second time, just with a thick straw. That like carrier thing was not working for me. So I had that, and I am struggling. I feel lethargic, I feel tired. I don't know if that's because I didn't have a coffee this morning, or if it's attributed to the lack of nutrients, although it's hard to believe because I feel like my smoothies were pretty nutrient rich. So right now it's 5:51. I am hungry. I have a chicken breast left over from yesterday. So I think I'm going to cook this up or heat it up with some pepper, heated pepper, and maybe a salad. It kills me not to have like a little bit of rice or something, but I'm sticking with this diet. As of right now, this is the reason I hate diets, is because I feel like they're silly. They are silly. So I'm really taking this as a cleanse. Like I said, I don't know if I've said it yet, but if I haven't, I've used the washroom a million times today, it feels like. I'm gonna see how my dinner goes. If I am hungry in a little bit, I'm not gonna hesitate to have an apple with cinnamon or some popcorn, and I'll check back in tomorrow morning. I'll let you know how I sleep and get ready for that guy tomorrow. Well, hello there, fancy seeing you. Happy day 2 of my smoothie cleanse / diet / what the F am I doing extravaganza. I am not looking forward to this smoothie, but here we are. Last night was brutal. It was brutal. So I did what every person does when they're hungry. I drank water and went to sleep. I woke up this morning. I was a teeny bit hungry, but I powered through because I really wanted to have my smoothie around 10 o'clock this morning, which, not to toot my own horn, but it's 10:01. So I'm gonna make this green boy. I'm gonna drink this green boy, and then yeah, thus begins another day. I'm feeling a little bit lighter, not to be again TMI, but I did go to the washroom quite a bit yesterday. So that kind of feels good, because it feels like maybe it's like your body being like, no, we're not doing this, you know, and kind of cleaning you out a little bit. Maybe that's the whole idea of losing the weight. It's probably the whole idea of losing the weight. But yeah. Am I more motivated to exercise? No. Am I more motivated to eat like healthy? No. I'm still wanting snackies, like real snackies. But I'm gonna have this one this morning. We'll see how we fare, because maybe it will get better. So I am gonna film what I'm doing today. It's probably gonna be about the same, but that's okay. That is a-okay. The reason we're kind of doing this whole smoothie again is so I can kind of tweak, to tweak the whole recipe in the first place. So yesterday I used frozen banana. Today I'm using fresh banana. Just hopefully get some different tastes today. Go in with the oat milk again. Today I'm also gonna add some banana protein yogurt just to add a few extra zhuzhes. I will say I feel like I'm getting a little bit more creative with my smoothies. I guess a serving. A healthy spoonful of my nut butter, because I really enjoyed this. This really added a lot of flavor flav. Put a half cup of fresh strawberries, wash. And finally, a fresh, expensive pile of the green stuff. I'm kind of hoping it's not as green as last time, but I have a funny feeling it's going to be green. So let's see how this goes over. Okay, well, now I'm regretting. I wish it was green. That is not appetizing. So now I'm gonna put this in a glass. Now, yesterday I end up transferring it to a normal glass with a straw. Today I'm actually heading out to an appointment, so I need to transfer it to one of those stupid transferable, like the carry cups. However, the one thing is that I think it's a lot smoother than yesterday. It tastes good. I left out the honey, if you didn't notice from yesterday. And I think that made a difference because the banana is quite sweet. It's not as cold as I'd like, but I'm gonna throw it into the fridge or freezer now for 10 minutes and hopefully it gets a little bit cold. Anyways, I will see you at lunchtime.
All right, so what you're looking at is my dinner for the 2 nights. The first night I omitted the rice, but I noticed that I was just getting headaches and it just wasn't worth it. So I ended up adding rice in, and believe it or not, making smoothies for 3 days in a row is quite boring. So I'm just gonna hop right to results and tell you where I landed with everything.
I've recorded this like 12 times so far because I really wanted to give you the best information possible on my recap of my 3-day smoothie challenge. And the takeaway is it's not worth it. I lost a total of 7.37 pounds in a series of 3 days, 72 hours. I will say a week later, I've gained most of that back. So obviously that weight loss was attributed to salt intake, water weight, or maybe just the fact that I was going to the washroom quite frequently on this smoothie challenge. My big intention going forward with the smoothies is maybe incorporating a couple a week just to get that boost of fruit and vegetables. This 3-day challenge cost me approximately $42 just for 6 smoothies, 2 a day. That is really expensive. So I think if I can incorporate 1 or 2 a week, just get that little burst of fruit and veg, it's a good thing. I did find by the end of the challenge, I was more inclined to grab my water versus some juice. I was more excited to maybe go to the gym a little bit more. I felt like it supplemented a little bit better. I signed up for a workout program, which was really exciting for me because I didn't have that motivation or boost to do that. So I do think it kind of jump starts it, but generally speaking, would I recommend this 3-day smoothie challenge? No. I did find my face was breaking out a little bit. I don't know if that was just a coincidence, if there was a change in hormones, if possibly my skin was just like shedding something toxic or what. I would be curious to read more about that, but for now, those are my updates. I think if you're going to do this, don't sell yourself short on some things. As you can see, I did incorporate some rice the last 2 days because I just was so hungry. I still lost some weight. Also, the caffeine in the morning, I did end up having some coffee because I was feeling so irritable the first day. And I do think if you're gonna do a challenge, it should be something you somewhat enjoy. Otherwise, what's the point in doing it? I know that this was an experiment, but I think overall, it's okay to have some tweaks. You can do things in a way that works for you, but still has the same end benefit. So that's kind of where I'm at. So if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment below what you would like to see me do next, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.